Hey guys, it's John and Mitch with CGCB podcast. We back with another episode here. We're not gonna have a main subject today. We're just gonna kind of flow into different kind of things here. But as you can see on your screen here, we want to talk about the whole Q situation. Um, I myself love Q. They make great products. The honey badger, badass little setup. I've shot one before, loved it. Wish I could afford one, but well worth the money if you have it. And I'm sure Mitch agrees that these are badass little pistols.
Oh yeah,
Um, but the whole issue with the cease and desist basically means these legal owners that bought this firearm legally will basically become felons
overnight.
for overnight. Just poof, I'm a felon because I own this and bought it legally with no recourse, nothing. It was just done overnight with no warning or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So this and here's where you should be uh, cognizant of what
Concerned.
go yeah or concerned about this. So what happens is it starts with stuff like this. They will pick one firearm like this and say, hey, this is considered a short barrel rifle. You need to do your tax stamp or you're a felon.
Or
Okay.
separate
And
it like
then
they
they could
said
go,
in the letter too, because they were talking about like you could also, or you were had to remove separate the upper and the lower, fill out a form one for the lower to SBR it, or put the upper on a legal pistol lower, which I don't get how it's not a pistol lower. It's got an arm brace. It has a length of pull less than 13 and a half inches. And Q even posted the CAD or not CAD, yeah, the CAD drawing
mm-hmm,
of the length of pull, and it's just an arbitrary decision that they made, and they could also, if they wanted to, and this I think is a pretext to them coming in and retroactively changing the ruling and the decision on pistol braces in general, like your SBA tactical braces and so on and so forth, which actually have an ATF approval letter. But they
mm-hmm.
with this they could go back and go, yeah, no, that's not legit anymore.
And the thing with that is there are so many AR pistol owners in the country now because the popularity skyrocketed. It seemed like overnight when SBA came on the scene and was making these arm braces. It went from being like, ooh, no one really wants an AR pistol to that's the craze. Everybody wants an AR pistol. Hell, I've owned several AR pistols myself. Uh, but being a gun whore, I always sell them. But uh, it's
Well,
go ahead, Mitch.
well, one thing that you got to remember is like back in the day, and now I'm talking about the Clinton era band days,
Oh yeah, damn.
when AR pistols came on the scene. It was literally just like something like this, like the Honey Badger, except it just had the buffer tube coming out. And
Yeah.
that's what was considered a pistol until someone decided to get creative and came out with the that arm brace because they had a friend who only had one arm and needed help shooting his AR. But um, so they did that, and most people thought when they thought pistol, they were thinking of something this short, which a
Yeah.
5.56 this short is not
Worthless.
really practical. Now, if they're in a blackout, that's fine. That's a good little backpack gun to
Yeah.
go hiking or something with. But anyways, but then people realize, wait a second, that Mark 18 I always wanted, I'll just put a pistol brace on that, and now I've got
Mm-hmm.
a 10.3 gun, and I don't have to fill out the NFA paperwork. It's great. And that's when they
Yeah.
really started picking up. And now it's just like almost become the standard because everybody wants that short little Mark 18. Um, but yeah, I mean, braces are the shit to get around the NFA.
Yeah.
And I mean, but we need to get rid of that. But that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I was in the comments on Q the other day, and or what I was going to say is Lasser Precision, myself, John Lasser, and Lasser Precision, we stand with Q. We will support Q. Whatever we have to do, sign anything they need signed, petition wise or whatnot. But Lasser Precision does stand with Q. Um, Tried to make a post the other day, but I'm not that Facebook savvy, so wasn't able to. But I have been keeping up with Q, and I did read in the comments. Someone did the math, roughly at least. They said that the ATF is missing out on basically like almost $70 million worth of revenue because of people using pistols instead of making their firearms a short barrel rifle instead.
Now, mind you, if you don't know, the transfer form for a short barrel rifle from a business to an individual, it's $200. So
Yep.
do the math on that. That is a lot of NFA transfers.
Yes. Which, if you don't know, so when you create a short barrel rifle or you build a short barrel rifle and you do your $200 tax stamp, that doesn't mean so. Like, say you want to buy 200 or a short barrel rifle from Lasser Precision, I would build it. I would do my forms to create the short barrel rifle. Then you would fill out your paperwork and then pay your tax stamp. And then after you finish paying your tax stamp, you have to wait. You're going to wait anywhere from 6 months to over a year before you can get the firearm that you just purchased.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because they want you to do all this on paper. They want you to send in a check. Sometimes you can use a credit card. Sometimes, if you're super lucky, you can use the e-file system, which never works because it always crashes. But basically, it's a huge paper trail that slows down your rights, basically, and taxes your right. But like Mitchell said, that's a whole other conversation that I don't feel like getting into right now
Mm-hmm.
because we would be on this damn podcast for hours, me ranting. But yes, it huge, huge pain in the ass. So that's why this whole pistol thing is so important. It makes regular guys like you and me and gals
Mm-hmm.
to be able to have a short barreled firearm without having to register as a short barreled rifle. Now, some people are kind of weird about having their firearms registered, and they like to build their 80% and keep everything off the books. I
Which,
mean,
by
it's,
the way, I got a funny story about that, which we'll go into after this.
but yeah,
Yeah,
you have your people that like to stay off the books, but it's an infringement without technically being an infringement to them at least, but it's clearly a huge infringement. And like I said, I myself and Leicester Precision will not stand for that type of injustice, and we will do whatever we have to do within the rounds of legality
hmm.
to combat against that.
Yeah, we gotta keep fighting for them. But luckily, um, if this SCOTUS nomination goes through, then we'll be able to fight it all in the courts and get them all out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so that story I was thinking of. So I was at the range, I want to say about 2 months ago now, and there was this guy there with his son, and he had a 9mm AR carbine.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there futzing with it, trying to get it, and it's just not working for him. And I had my precision rifle out there, the one that y'all always saw in the background. Um, I was just shooting groups with it, just trying to see what I was getting out of it. And then he comes over and goes, he was just sitting there holding it like this. He was just looking nervous and shit, like, hey, do you think you could help me with this? I said, yeah, sure, I'll give you help. So we go over to his shooting bench, and so I've got the magazine and I've got the gun, and I'm just like, click. I'm like, that's a little tight. Now, mind you, he's using, well, I'll tell you about the conversion block when we get there. But he was using Colt mags, which nothing really wrong with using the Colt 9mm mags, as long as you got all the right stuff for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I stick it in there, run the bolt back. Bolt's not going forward. I was like, why isn't this going forward? So I pull it out and the bolt drops, and I was like, well, let me do this. So I shotgun it. And then I'm looking at it, and then I stick the mag in with a shotgun, and the feed lip. So you've got your ejector here, which on the 9mm ones, they sit on the left side, and it's supposed to sit right above your magazine feed lip. So your magazine would be about here. Well, the feed lip was sitting here. I was like, what in the fuck? And I was like, all right. And then, but one thing I noticed when I shotgunned it was that the rear pin, there's no detent in it. There's just a spring. I'm like, that's not right. And so the more I look at this, the more I'm finding wrong. Like, it was an 80% build.
Oh, wow.
And the whole trigger pocket was like just barely big enough for the trigger to fit in there. The safety was god awful, and I'm just sitting there looking at this thing, and no numbers on it or nothing. They're like completely slick on both sides.
Nice.
And so I looked at him. I said, "You did this out of an 80%?" And he goes, "No, my father-in-law did." I was like, "Okay, well, here's what I need you. Here's what you're gonna need to do for this thing to work." And so I separated the upper and the lower. I handed him the lower. I said, "Throw that in the garbage." I didn't say it like that. I was a little nicer. I was like, "This thing is not going to work." And he was using, because when you're running Colt mags, you want to use the actual Colt mag block adapter, which is actually drilled and pinned in place. It's like a permanent modification. It's not going to come out. Well, he was using this plastic one that had set screws and stuff to hold it in there. And it was actually so tight in the mag well that the sides were actually bowing in, grabbing onto the mag. And it was just ridiculous. I mean, it would not work. And I just told him, I was like, dude, this thing ain't right. You need to buy a factory lower. I mean, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to stay off books and stuff like that, but I'm like, this is going to be more headache than it's worth. Unless you got the actual prints for a lower, it's not going to work. So I felt kind of bad for the dude, but that's how it be sometimes. I mean, if you're going to do an 80%, I mean, at least know what you're doing. I know they've got all these kits and these instruction books and videos and stuff like that, but save yourself some trouble. Find someone who's got a used AR and do like an individual transfer. Don't cross state lines and do it, because that's illegal.
Yes, that is.
But in most states, I mean, all local laws apply, and check your laws before doing it. But usually private sales are legal. In the state of Georgia, they are. So if I wanted to meet someone in the parking lot and buy a gun, I could do that legally.
So that's what's great about the state of Georgia. I could grab that rifle, throw it in my trunk, drive down to Walmart, pop my trunk, and sell it to the guy walking down the aisle, and it'd be completely legal as long as I know that he's not a felon. Now, if he tells me that he's a felon, then I can't sell it to him. But as long as it's unknowing, then it's perfectly legal. And a lot of people don't like that, but fuck you, I love it. And I'll trademark that.
Yep.
Laser precision. I love private sales. Fuck you.
We'll make it into a shirt.
Yep.
But another thing I wanted to bring up was knowing and building relationships with your local shops, whether it be a gun shop or whatever. Like, great example. So, I got a fucking eyelash in my eye. So anyways, I went to a Intel. We don't really have like a dedicated cigar shop. We've got a vape shop that happens to have a humidor and sell cigars. So I was in there today because I was going to pick up a couple. Now, granted, they stopped selling their Perdomos that I smoked. So I don't know if they just ran out and never ordered anymore or what happened. I didn't really ask. But anyway, so I walk in the door and I see a guy I used to ride bikes with, and I'm sitting there chatting with him and found out he worked there. Well, I also found out the owner of the place was there as well. They were doing a stock order. So I was talking to my buddy, and I was like, yeah, man, I mean, they don't sell the cigars that I usually smoke, so I've been having to smoke these and the time being. And immediately, store owner just looked at me. He was like, what? And so I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I mean, y'all had them, and then that box got emptied, and they never got reordered. He goes, well, what are they? And I told him, and then he called the girl that was making stock order. He's like, hey, come here. And he takes the phone from her, hands it to me, goes, now tell our guy what you're looking for. And I told him, and they ordered a box right there for me. So they're going to have to sit in the humidor, and I can take them as I need them.
Nice.
So always build your relationships with the stores that you frequent and the regulars too, especially your cigar shops and especially your gun stores.
Yes.
Because if you do that, they'll treat you good. You'll get good deals. And sometimes, not all the time, sometimes, you'll get good deals like this thing back here.
Mm-hmm.
I got a great deal on it. I couldn't pass it. It was a little rusty. But there'll be a quick video on, coming after this, not tonight, but tomorrow, on what I did to it when I got it, because it was not in the greatest of shape, but it's definitely a lot better now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like always build good relationships with your store owners, and always buy local.
Yes.
They need it more than your big box stores.
Yes. So Last Precision, as y'all know, is a small business that I run. You can tell I don't have a big store. I don't have stock shelves. All those boxes are empty except for the suppressor and that Vergara box. There's a rifle in there. But other than that, these boxes are empty. I only use them as a backdrop. I don't keep a lot of stock. I order exactly what my customer needs. So that being said, there's a lot of times that I will go and shop local at other gun shops. I don't buy it to sell. I'm buying it mostly for myself, and I want to support local business, because if I do that and I tell that gun shop owner or the worker, like, hey, Laster Precision's buying stuff from y'all, well, maybe later on down the road, if he has some work or has something that he doesn't want or doesn't need, he can send them my way, and maybe I can help them. And of course, you're going to have your local competition, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, 9 times out of 10, like around here, it's not like that. We tend to help people out around here. I know there's two main gun shops in the town Mitchell lives in, and I live like 30 minutes away, and I still travel over there because I live out in the middle of fucking nowhere, so I have to go there to get groceries. So I can stop by the gun shop on the way to the Walmart or Kroger or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Stop in, say, hey, what y'all got going on, and I had to stop at the local shop to buy ammo, because like we all know, ammo's hard as fuck to find. And if you do find it, it's absorbently overpriced. And thankfully, he had ammo there cheaper than what I could get it for. And so, that was just a win-win for me. I got ammo and I didn't pay. I mean, granted, it was overpriced, but it wasn't absorbently overpriced. It was right where I feel like it should be for the current situation. But, Mitchell.
Speaking of ammo, so recently I got my hand loaded stuff back from John. And I'm still trying to find a place to put the bench so I can actually set it up and start pressing. But I got an alert today. Brownells had powder. I was so excited.
Really?
Yes. So I bought a pound of it. I was going to buy two, but I forget that powder has that $20 hazmat fee.
Mm-hmm.
So I could really, with that, I could only afford 1 pound of powder.
Gotcha.
But I mean, that's enough to develop the load and come up with enough. Assuming assuming I can find primers, because
Ooh,
nobody's got primers. Not
yeah.
even, there's a lot of like small and mid tier ammo manufacturers who have zero primers, who cannot get primers.
Damn.
Now your big manufacturers like Winchester, Federal, which Lake City is
PNC.
now owned by Winchester. That came out today.
Hey.
Yep, Winchester's took over 100% operations at Lake City.
And that's something else we can get into here in a second.
Yeah, so they all have the capacity to make their own primers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to get the primers before all the smaller manufacturers do. The only other people I can think of that may be able to spread it out would be CCI, because I don't think, as far as I remember or can tell, they don't do like centerfire ammunition. They're all rimfire. At least
I think they have some. I might have seen
like rat shot or something, but
yeah, like it's they don't make a lot, but they mostly make rimfire and primers.
yeah. But yeah, going back to Lake City Winchester thing. But yeah, as of I think this month, Winchester took over 100% operations at Lake City, which would I think make them now the largest supplier of ammunition to the military, and probably in the nation.
Yeah, I know. There was a huge sellout and buyout for Remington.
Oh yeah.
And all of their sister companies and child companies and everything they own basically. PSA bought, or I think it's JE Enterprises, or whoever owns PSA.
JP? No.
Yeah, JP.
Does JP own PSA?
It's fucking J something.
Yeah. Anyways.
But anyway, basically PSA bought out a lot of Remington. Ruger bought Marlin.
Yes.
Ruger bought Marlin, which I'm very excited for because
their quality
Ruger,
can only go up.
Exactly. That means more good lever guns for us. Mitchell don't like lever guns. John loves lever guns. So I'm looking forward to it. I know that they're going to put out something good. Maybe can even bump their lineup a little bit and make something other than a lever gun, but we'll see.
I swear, the day we see a Marlin AR-15 is the day I die.
I will buy it immediately. Watch
you
me.
will, and I'm gonna watch it explode in your hand.
It probably will. I'm gonna fuck. It'll be a $1,500 AR, and I'll buy it right then just to say I have a Marlin AR. It'll probably be an AR-10 and 30-30 or some wild shit.
Jesus, that'd be.
Which
imagine some kid in like 100 years' time dusting off Grandpa's old 30-30 AR.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh, I can't even. That's too much. That's too much.
But yeah, man. So like I said, Remington. So Remington by themselves make more than just firearms, and they have another company called Remington Ammunition that makes the ammunition.
It's UMC, United Metallic Cartridge, or Union Metallic Cartridge is Remington branch, which I don't remember who bought that.
I believe it was PSA. I think. But anyway, Remington got split up. Everybody went fucking haywire buying them out. So therefore, we can only go up from here.
Well, we got to figure out who's going to do the 700s. Who's going to do the 870s?
Yeah.
Who bought Bushmaster? And if they bought Bushmaster, are we going to see a resurgence of the AR?
Bushmaster was bought by another AR company.
Where I just can't remember which one it was.
Yeah. So I did see that. I was watching another firearms news channel, and the homeboy basically said Bushmaster got bought by these people, and hopefully they will just fucking close the doors because we don't need that anymore. And I was like, man, you didn't have to do that to Bushmaster like that, dude. Like, I get here recently, Bushmaster, you know, has,
I've kind of fallen to the wayside.
yeah, but dude, come on, man. Bushmaster used to not always be bad. So,
No, they used to be ahead of the curve, like with their back in the day when they had their Carbon 15 series. And
yeah.
but see, Remington, no, I think Remington took over production of the ACR from Bushmaster, if I recall.
Yeah,
But
they
if
I mean,
someone
like
gets that, then maybe finally we'll be able to get ACRs at a decent price, plus all the conversion kits that were promised at the initial release,
yeah.
because that would make it worth buying. Freaking $2,500 for a gun that doesn't have all the caliber conversions and everything like they said it was going to have.
Yeah. Um, what I don't know what made me just think of this. So when, as we all know, FN makes very nice firearms. Um, if you've ever bought a FN pistol, it comes in a very nice case. And for their rifles, they don't exactly come in a nice case. Now, granted, when I get a firearm with a case or a box, either the box gets thrown in my shed or thrown underneath the bed or in the closet. I don't need the box anymore because I'm not putting the rifle back in the box. But if I'm spending $3,500 on a Scar Heavy, I better get a nice fucking case instead of a cardboard box. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, honestly, if Rock River Armory or
Rock
Rock River
River.
Armory
Yeah,
or
no,
Rock
it's
River
Rock River
can,
Arms.
yeah, if Rock River Arms can make a nice fucking case that looks almost like the FN pistol cases but bigger, can make those cases for their ARs, fucking FN, you can build a nice case to put the scars in.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I mean,
Come on, man.
shit. Even Daniel Defense has sends theirs in their own like labeled
Right?
cases. I mean, they're not expensive or anything, but at least they're padded and you have a gun case for it. That way you don't have to buy another one when you get it.
They're literally stamped over Plano cases from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
That's typically or basically what it is. Which I
But it's
haven't
better
looked,
than a
but
fucking cardboard box.
yeah, yeah. Like I think are they putting the Delta in the same box as the ARs?
God, I have no
I
idea.
haven't I haven't got one yet. So
I don't know.
fuck it. I guess I'll just.
Should we buy a Delta 5 and try?
I've thought about buying one, but then again, I don't want to be stuck with it because nobody's gonna buy one around here.
Well, I don't know. Let's leave it to an audience vote. Delta 5 or SIG. I don't know.
Cross.
Yeah, I was having a brain fart for a second. SIG Cross or Delta 5. Which one should we take?
I already know which one I'm gonna get. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, SIG. Oh,
how much?
that reminds me of something
How
else.
much is the Q fix?
I want to say it's like $2,500.
Well, it's basically in the same price range. I might as well get a fucking Q fix then.
No, I'm trying to find out for you. Give me a second.
Well, while he's looking for that, we can talk about my gas gun.
No, talk about the SIG contract with the Army.
Okay, so SIG just wrapped up the deal with a contract for optics for the Army. They're pumping out a fuck ton of them. What was the number for the price, Mitch?
Oh, it was like $77.2 million worth of contracts. So basically, what they're doing is they're getting.
That's a lot of money.
I think it's the Tango 6. I think it's the 1-8 or 1-6. And they're pretty much buying enough to replace all the ACOGs in service.
Mm.
Okay, so
Watch out for Jacon.
So you want to know the price of the fix? Are you ready?
I bet it's $3,600.
Close.
How much is it?
$3,300. $3,300.
That's
No optic,
no optic,
no
right?
suppressor.
Okay, so
33.
chassis gun.
Oh, it ain't a chassis
Seven.
gun.
No, I thought it
No,
was.
it's like the Sig Cross. It's its own bespoke action. That's the chassis.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, so I mean, I could kind of understand it, but at the same time, the Cross and the Delta are coming in at a lower price rate. But that's not anything against Q. Like I've watched many reviews of this rifle, and it is phenomenal. I kind of think that the Cross is a lot similar to the Fix, but that's just me.
Hell, even
Um,
the Delta 5 Pro is about $1,000 less than that.
oh shit.
Yeah, no, you're looking at $24.99 MSRP on the Delta 5 Pro.
Oh, okay. And funny thing, I don't know if they still do it, but Daniel Defense used to give you a payment plan to where you could buy your firearm.
Oh no, they still do it.
La Oh, well, would you look at there? So if you want a new DD rifle and you don't want to buy it local, payment plan online, I guess. Uh, unless my lovely viewers want to toss some money at your boy so he can get a Delta and test it. I promise we'll make a lot of videos with
Oh yeah, and then we'll probably end up
it.
raffling it off afterwards.
Yes, yes. Actually, that is a good idea, dude.
Yeah,
I
we
could do
build it
that.
up, come up with a build list for it, build it up, test it, put it through its paces, take it to a couple matches, then raffle.
That's a good idea. I mean, it's only fair if the viewers helped obtain this firearm for us.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely like to make a video series on one though. Which
Cool.
reminds me, we are going to be doing some stuff
Mm-hmm.
gas gun wise, so y'all stand by for that.
Oh yeah, and we've got, I think, well, not quite the grand finale because you're not coming,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
unfortunately. Yeah.
But well, no, what I could do actually is take yours as a backup in case something happens with mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess we can go ahead and give you the lowdown on what we're doing with them. So basically, what we've done is I've done my PRS gas gun. He's done his. They both built for a match that a guy I used to work with runs out in Blakely, Georgia, at a place called the Arena. It's gas gun only, precision rifle. It's called the Day in the Arena, or this one I'm going to is the weekend, so it's a 2-day event. You shoot anywhere from about 150 all the way out to 1,000 plus yards with pretty much any caliber AR you want. The one that we built our rifles for is their Practical Precision Division, which is 20-inch or shorter barrel, any magnification optic, 20 round mags. So he's got an 18-inch, pretty much an SPR on his, and I've got a 20-inch rifle. And we've got similar power scopes with similar features. But his is a budget build.
Very budget
And
friendly build.
mine is I don't want to say it's an all out, like no expense spared build, but it kind of is, even though some of the parts I got for next to nothing, and one of the big parts I did get for pretty much free. But we'll be doing we'll go by do a video where we go piece by piece through the rifles, comparing them. So like we'll do a video on the rail system, a video on the barrel, on the lower, on the optic, that kind of stuff. The only thing we're not really going to do a video on is the stock because we're both running the same stock.
Yes, same stock and well, like he said, the same size of magazines too. I'm running P mags. I don't know what mags you're running.
I want to run P mags. I just couldn't find any. That's the only reason why I don't have any. Yeah.
Shit, so you should ask me. I'll order you some.
I didn't think about it because I thought they was all out because everywhere I look online, they ain't got them. And so all I got are some aluminum. I think they're ASC.
I got my sword.
Then some Haramags, which I know those aren't the greatest, but they'll have to do. But yeah, so the original plan was we'd do them, we'd take them out, get the dope for them, and then we'd both go to the weekend in the arena in March. However, I kind of lucked out because I'm in the members group on that. So I could reserve mine ahead of time. But even out in the members group, they only have 105 slots for the match. And I think it was like 70 or 75 of them got taken up within an hour of them opening it up to members. And they had to stop to let other people have a chance. But by the time they opened it up, it took 3 hours for everybody else who wasn't a member to fill it. So John didn't have a chance to actually get in there and reserve a spot. Granted, it's not a cheap entry fee. Like it's $175 for the entry.
No,
but it's grown in popularity. Like as you can probably tell by how quickly it sells out. Like it's a very, very good match to go to. So we were gonna both go and then put the rifles through the paces there and see which one ended up coming out better, or if it really didn't matter. But we're not going to be able to do that. So we might have to save that one till it'll probably be September when the second match is for the year.
Yeah.
But there are other things like there's plenty of other places we can go to have a match, but none of them are going to be able to have the ranges that you'd find out at the arena because they've got a 2,200 yard unknown distance range that which actually usually when it's the 1 day event, they'll actually get open on the second day for everybody to go shoot whatever they want out there. But yeah, so that's the whole purpose of why we're doing them. So yeah, when we can get some time to actually get together with both the rifles, whether it be here or out on his property, and we'll do some videos with us actually shooting to actually see the mechanical accuracy differences between the two rifles. So yeah. Also, if you want to donate ammo.
Yes. And if you find ammo that's not absorbently overpriced, or you just have a buddy that has some and wants to sell it, please let us know. I myself am looking for some 77 grain. That's what I need.
You're both looking for it.
But I just picked up 62. Yeah, I mean, we're both looking for it. Today is the 9th of October. And while we were sitting at lunch today on a lunch break, we seen that Brownells had some come in stock. As soon as your boy tried to order some, this site crashed and would not let you order it. So that shows you how many people want to buy 77 grain for some damn reason. I didn't think that your FUDs was out here trying to take up all the match grade ammo, but shit, I guess so.
No, I mean with the thing about 77 grain is, even though yes, it was developed for the Mark 12 system, which is the SPR, the terminal performance you get out of it, even out of short barrels, is great compared to like your 55s and your 62s on unarmored targets. So yeah, I mean it's a good all-purpose round. However, the amount you spend on it versus how much you spend on the other stuff makes it really not economical to shoot. But at this day and age, anytime anything comes available, everybody's like snatching it up left, right, and center. Which specifically, if you can find either Hornady Frontier 75 grain or the IMI Razor Core 77, I'll take it. I need it. My gun will put that 77 stuff inside a half inch. I need it. Which I'm hopefully this weekend.
Yeah, I haven't
Shoot that.
shot that one yet.
No. We might see if we can get some time this weekend to do it, but you're not going to make any promises. But yeah, so. And then I got to put them on a group. This old bastard here, which surprisingly, I actually did have to fill paperwork out for this, even though it's considered an antique.
Really? Yeah,
it was made before
classified as
1898.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's technically legally considered an antique rifle.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
for those of you who don't know what this is a German commission rifle, also known as the Gewehr 88, and it was at the time that it was adopted was pretty much the most prolific smokeless powder rifle at the time, like almost as prolific as the AK-47 is today. So
Gewehr 88. But also, I don't know if a lot of you guys noticed this, but me and Mitch here started a little gang. So my wife has a arts and crafts business, I guess you could say, not an official business, but something she does on the side. She likes to make T-shirts, stickers, decals, and all kind of stuff like that. But one day, when I was playing some video games and she was back here in the office, doing her crafting thing, I was just leaving her be, let her creative genius flow. She made something and surprised me. So me and Mitchell are on that yellow sticker gang.
Hell yeah.
So she only made 25 of these. And notice there are not that many left. So I will show you on my rifle, but me and Mitchell have it in the same spot. Right there. I know my light is destroying. There you go. But yeah, it says Laser Precision, established in 2020, if it'll focus, and a nice 1911 on there. There we go. But yeah, there's my baby. I want to show
LP gang.
But, yeah, LP gang.
And we are working on some shirts. So
yes,
be on the lookout for those. We're gonna try get some made. Yeah. So be on the lookout. They're gonna be.
And they will be made by my wife.
Yeah, the Laser Precision shirts, and then also if anybody is handy with the arts and craftsy stuff and wants to help us with a logo for the podcast, any help there would be much appreciated. Yes. Because we really need to get something.
So funny enough, if you guys are still watching this far in, the logo for our Facebook group was literally a random ass meme I had saved on my phone, and I thought it was funny, so I just threw it up there because it was just going to be temporary because I needed a photo. So I just threw it up there, and but why though? I mean, it fit good, and I guess it's still good, but we definitely need somebody to help us out with their creative genius, make us something. And also, if you're really good at video editing, we could use an intro for our podcasts and other videos. If you can show me that you're really good at it, I'm almost willing to pay a decent amount of money, because I don't expect to work first on stuff for free all the time, so if it's something like building a custom rifle, I'm not going to build one for free. Just like if you make us a awesome intro video or something, I'm not going to expect you to do it for free. I will pay you. So hit one of us up and we will work out a deal. I got kind of an idea of what I would like as a intro video that would fit perfectly. Of course, we would need to get a bunch of B-roll to make that, but
we're working on
another subject for another time. But yeah, we're slowly trying to get these things a little bit better and a little bit easier to watch, because I understand just seeing two fucking nerds sit in front of a computer is not the greatest podcast in the world. And I am working on trying to get us onto Spotify and Apple Music. So stand by for that. So instead of having to watch us on YouTube, you can actually throw it on your phone and do like I do when I listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts while I drive places. We both need to drive a bunch of places for work, so that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, working on that. A lot of other stuff in the works. I know I've been spamming y'all with the mini truck updates and haven't done a fucking thing to it. But like I said, it's me and Mitchell both have been super busy between work and then family after work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
that's
hard
why
to do our projects.
we're trying to make time, and like this video itself is going to be late. It's probably going to really appear the day after, but yeah, no, there's just been a lot going on this past week, so it just finding the time to do it's not been the easiest thing in the world to do, but we're trying to make time.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh.
Exactly, like right now, it's a Friday night, and I have my nieces and nephew in the next room, so I'm sure y'all have heard them in the background. So yeah, we're having a huge sleepover at my house, but gotta get a video out, so I don't mind having the laughter of children in the background and the pitter patter of their little feet.
It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't creepy.
Yeah, no, I love my family, love the kids, but Uncle John's busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I think we've covered most of the stuff we want to talk about. We talked about the whole queue situation. We talked about supporting local shops. Always support your local shops. Another thing for local shops, if I know we have like, so for here in Georgia, in the part of Georgia we live in, gas stations are, it don't sound like it's a big deal, but gas stations are kind of a fucking deal here. Everyone has their specific gas station they always go to.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of people, it's Parker's. Parker's is the gas station everyone goes to around here. But there are some people that refuse to go to Parker's because they don't like the way that Mr. Parker has done business or has, blown up so fast. Or if you live in a small town like I do, with one fucking red light in the whole town, where they moved a very old and significant house to put a Parker's there, that'll definitely piss off the boomers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you have a local gas station that's like a local family that owns it, please go there. I know their gas may be 1 or 2 cents fucking more, but I guarantee you there won't be fucking water in it, and I guarantee that they're gonna take care of you if it is. And sometimes a lot of the stuff they sell in the store they make themselves as well. So I know I go to some gas stations around here that are locally family owned, and they make beef jerky or stuff like that, and it's always delicious. Kind of like our gun shop has a little beef jerky store right next to it. They make phenomenal beef jerky.
I've been meaning to stop in there. I just hadn't done it yet, and I feel bad every time because I know they're like literally. It's still like walk out the door, take 2 steps, walk in the other door. I hadn't done it, but yeah, I know they sell some good stuff in there.
Guys,
So get some for
he is
dinner.
not lying. Like the door to go in the gun shop's right here, and the gap between that door and the next door is like this far. Like no shit, this far.
Yeah.
To go get some beef jerky and buy some guns, which is actually kind of fucking cool. Like one building, guns here, jerky there, dude, is perfect.
Now, if only I wasn't living in a dry county and they could get their liquor license.
Oh yeah.
And if you don't know,
But
because
enough,
you don't live down
I
here,
have a liquor store next to my house.
I'll say if you're not from here and you don't know, the county I live in, and yes, they still exist, is a dry county. It sucks.
Hmm. They will not sell any alcohol on Sundays
Well, no. You can
and
sell alcohol on
in most
Sunday. It
places
has to be after 12 afternoon though.
afternoon. Yeah,
Which
so
sucks.
basically after church.
Because I go grocery shopping at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I can't buy my beer.
Hmm.
Now we tried. Now they got
Yeah.
these what they're like popsicles with wine in them that we've been trying to get because those things are,
Really?
dude, they're great on a hot day.
Hmm.
But anyways, so they're like $20 for this little tube of them, and we tried to sneak out of there with that, but no, wouldn't let us drink them up. I was like, damn it.
Uh, I want to give a shout out before we wrap things up. I have a very special customer that is a very good close friend of mine. Uh, we've known each other for a few years now, and like I said, he's been a very loyal customer. He has bought a handful of stuff and sent it to me instead of me shipping it to him, and he sent it to me for basically review. I can't thank him enough. I haven't asked permission to use his name yet, so I'm not going to say his name on here yet, but you know who you are. Thank you, dude. You're the best. Love you, bro. We have, let's see, I have an upper I'm testing for him, and then I have a really cool night vision scope. It's an ATN 3 to 14 times the 4K Pro that I will be trying on this rifle, my PRS rifle, and then I will put it on the his upper as well for whenever it gets ready for him. And I also have a 6.5 Creedmoor that I got for him that I'll be trying on it as well. So when this ATN scope gets here, I will make a video. I'm going to do a small unboxing and then a kind of small review. And then I'm going to actually try to get some footage and get some B-roll for a video of me going out here and using it at night because cool thing here where I live at, we have a fox problem. Foxes may look cute, but they are a pest around here. They will snatch up your dog, they will kill all of your chickens, and they will eat your cat. Not a joke. They will kill your cat and eat your chickens. Yes, people still have chickens here. So I have a bunch of foxes out here that needs to be dispatched. And with that new scope, I hope to get us some footage of that.
Good
I think
having
it'll
a
be
new
pretty
pair of
cool.
gloves.
Yeah, we'll make a nice little scarf with the old fox. But
Those
yeah, but
and
every
fucking
every like when I hunt, everything's humane. I'm not going to go out there and just kill them just to kill them. It'll be for thinning the herd basically. I'm not going to go out there and kill all of them. I want to keep one or two around because I need them to keep my ecosystem,
stable.
healthy. Like I'm not going to go out and shoot every deer out here that I have, and I'm not going to go out here and kill every hog that I have. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just, thinning the herd like as it's needed. But yeah, just wanted to do that little shout out. Lovely guy, but whenever I get his permission, I'll let him know, or tell y'all, yeah, you the best. Yeah, he is the best. And shout out to Mitchell for letting me use the sling on my rifle. My dumb ass, I bought everything for the rifle to build it. It didn't buy a sling.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, that was
I
the
got to
old one I
go
had on my
buy a
BC guns.
sling. Yeah, and I need a actual case to put it in. I've been looking at a drag bag, but those are a little pricey.
Yeah, especially the Beverly stock ones. Because I know those are the ones that you was looking at.
Yeah. No, funny enough,
Really?
I think not Black Hawk, but there's another company that makes a drag bag that's
Voodoo.
like a quarter of the price. Um,
Yeah, Voodoo
Damn,
Tactical
I
makes
forgot
one.
the name. Yeah, I know Black Hawk makes one that's like $400, and I think it's NC Star or something like one of
Uh,
those like lower
they're
end brands.
nope, they're rebranded now. They're Bism.
Hmm. But yeah, I was looking at getting a drag bag to throw my rifle in, and probably a shooting mat as well, because I don't like laying in dirt.
That's why I got one.
I did it my whole army career. I don't like it. Yeah. No, I got a puss pad that I kept from the army that I use.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Puss pad's where it's at. But yeah, I know we've
Talked your ear off for a good bit
drug
now.
this out.
So
Yeah, we appreciate it. If you've made it this far, thank you.
kudos.
You the best. Yeah, yeah. Kudos for you for listening to two nerds sit here and do
Jabberjaw
nothing.
for however long this has been.
Yeah, Jabberjaw.
But man,
But yeah, if you're interested in stickers, let us know. If you're interested in Laster Precision stickers, we can get you on the LP gang. Uh, just give us a holler, man. But
and
Mitchell, do your spiel, and I'll head us out.
all right. Well, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube channel. We got a Facebook over there. Check us out over there too. We'll post things throughout the day. Don't have a Twitter. I'm trying to stay away from that particular platform for the time being. Um, and yeah, make sure you follow us, stay up to date, and see what we're working on outside of videos. So that's going to be it for us for tonight. And stay tuned every Friday. I want to say every Friday at 5. We were slacking. Well, we weren't really slacking, but we weren't able to make it in time for this. So when this one gets uploaded, it'll go live. So yeah, he'll do his videos on Mondays. I'll do mine Wednesdays. And yeah, so just stay tuned, stay informed, and we'll catch y'all next time. Later.
Yep.